Hey guys, Ultra Maximus here. Make sure to click all the things. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And follow me on all the social medias. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below. You've got a great big ol' ass!
You suck.
He's not wrong. You really do have a great big ass. I mean it. Seriously. It's a huge ass. Aww. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers figure. It's Ratchet, and specifically it's Mega Chop Ratchet, the one-step action attacker from Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures. Now, I found this figure over at my local Target here in Southport, Indiana, on the south side of Indianapolis, and it's the first time I've seen Ratchet in the Cyberverse, and I definitely had to pick him up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have the Mega Chop Ratchet in the packaging, and it's like what we've been getting with the action attackers or the one-step figures. It's open face. You can touch the figure there. We get some artwork of Ratchet from Cyberverse up there. It says Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures. It's got the play gimmick. Nothing really on that side right there. And then the side of the package just has some Autobots, and it says Action Attackers. So yeah, there's the artwork. Looking cool. There is Ratchet and his play gimmick. It's an action attacker, and those are the Autobots, if you didn't know. Back of the package. Ratchet transforms from an ambulance into a robot in one move, and then he's got a Mega Chop gimmick. So yeah, there it is. There's transformation instructions. That's really about it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Ratchet out of box and see what we think. So here we have Ratchet out of the packaging, and I have to say, this is a very interesting figure. Now, I don't know why a lot of these action attackers always have one that gets like, the action gimmick doesn't quite work right, and this is no different, and we'll talk about that. But I will say, there's a vehicle design I am really intrigued with, because it's obviously an ambulance. It's a Cybertronian type of ambulance of the future, but it's got these little hover ball things underneath instead of the wheels, which I like, and then they've got these little pegs that are just under like the bumpers and kind of give it that little hover look, and it looks good. I like this concept. So very cool, very different. I can definitely see them using that on other designs for hover-type vehicles. So it just, I don't know, there was something about it that intrigued me, and I wanted to point it out. The vehicle mode itself looks pretty decent. We got some decent paint decals, displays, paint applications. That's what I'm trying to say. We get the red up front. We get this really gnarly grille, red headlights. Very interesting. The blue windows all around. Very cool. We get the red and blue ambulance lights at the top, though I don't know why a ambulance on Cybertron would need that. We get a little spoiler on the back, which is interesting. I feel like they should have painted that red, but yeah, and they got mirrors. So I don't know, it's a very strange little thing. But yeah, those the hoverball wheels I definitely dig. It's got the blades that do stick out, and that's okay. I mean, because of the design of the vehicle mode, it doesn't look bad. It just, I don't know, it kind of looks almost Star Wars-y looking to me if they had an ambulance. I don't know, very strange. Now, transformation on this figure is very simple. It's one step. You're going to take the feet underneath it, pull Ratchet out. There's a peg on the back that's going to plug into the port right there. So you're just going to plug it into place, and then you want to pull the arms down. Oh, there goes the the blade. So you're going to pull the arms down like that, and that one particular blade always pops out on me. I don't know why, it just really likes to pop out. Let's see if I can get it to stand. There we go. If I push it inwards, it'll stay, but it's guaranteed to pop out pretty quick. And here we have Ratchet in his vehicle mode, or robot mode, and he's got the biggest effing backpack in the history of ever. I don't think I've ever seen a backpack that large on a figure, so very interesting. Now, articulation on this figure is very simplistic. It's all in the arms, and there's the play gimmick. That's what it does. It pops the blade out like that. So I guess on this side, boop, there you go. You're supposed to, according to the back of the box, you're supposed to push on the hand to get that, but I can't seem to want to get him to do that. But he's got these little battle blades, which are sculpted nice. But yeah, so the arms have an elbow joint right there, and then they move up and down, and that's it. That's all of the articulation that you have on this figure, and you've got the spring-loaded battle blades. So yeah, that's the play gimmick. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, the sculpt, not too bad. I mean, it looks like Prowl. It's missing some key paint points, though. He needs red on his visor, and he's got the sculpt work for the crosses on his shoulders, but they're not painted red. I like the chest, the Autobot logo, the windshield, the red piece. That all looks good. I like the great big shoulder pads. I think those are pretty cool. And then the back is just kind of there. The top of him, not too terribly bad as far as, you know, like backpack goes. It's kind of heading towards the bottom. But yeah, sculpt-wise, it's pretty good. It's just really missing those key red paint apps on his visor and the crosses to really knock out that Ratchet look. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, the sculpt work on the body's okay. I like those hover ball tire pieces at the elbow. The blades look decent. I like the sculpt. I like how they have some detail in there. The arms are alright. It's got some sculpted work in there. Pretty decent. The waist. I mean, he's pretty much a white figure anyway, so it is what it is. Maybe make the hands red. Paint the hands red would have been decent, but yeah, here's where we get the mega backpack issues. So here's half of the backpack hanging off of him. That is the top shell of his car mode, and yeah, I guess it just kind of is what it is, isn't it? And then finally, taking a look at the lower half of the figure, we have the other half of this massive backpack that goes all the way down to the floor, which is kind of crazy. Again, we get the hoverball type piece there on the feet. Now, the one thing I would say, I like the sculpt on his legs, and even the toes look like they have some front truck headlight and grill that could have used some paint treatment. I think that would have popped out some of that detail out really, really nicely. It's just kind of hard to see in all the white plastic. But yeah, it's this massive backpack. Looks absolutely ridiculous on it. And, you know, it's a kid's toy. It's a one-step changer. I get it. It's just so ridiculous. But yeah, again, the toes, some paint app, maybe a black wash on this figure would pull a lot of those details out nicely. For comparison, here we have the Cyberverse Ratchet standing next to a Cyberverse Prowl that is being controlled by the Quintessons. So they actually scale pretty decently together. I do like that. Very cool, very nice. I just wish the gimmick worked a little bit better on the Ratchet figure, and I kind of wish he had a little bit more paint app on him, and maybe some more articulation. There are a lot of things I wish were a little bit better on this figure, to be honest. So, is this Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures one-step action attacker Ratchet something that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, this is a super easy pass for a lot of Transformers fans. Now, if you're a Ratchet completist, maybe you're going to like something like this. If you dig the Cyberverse line, you're probably going to like this, because I think this is the only way we're going to get Ratchet out of the line, as I feel like it's kind of winding down maybe a little bit. And, you know, it is what it is. We kind of get the figure, which is nice, the character. I like the sculpt of the robot. I think that looks good. It's missing some key paint applications to really drive home that this is Ratchet. The play gimmick is kind of I get it, it's fine if they both worked right. My right arm is just so loosey-goosey with the spring load. I think I would have liked it a little better. And the way to get it to pop fire is a little confusing on the box. So it's kind of a C as far as the play gimmick goes for me on a grading scale. And then that massive ass of a backpack is just ridiculous. Truly, this is a shell former. He curls up in his shell like a snail, and some people are not going to like that, but you know, it kind of is what it is. I kind of wish that he had some leg articulation at the knee, at least to bend the knee, and to be able to fold this backpack upward would have been nice as well. But I guess it wouldn't have been a one-step at that point. But it's not really, because you got to bend the arms down, so I don't know. For better or for worse, there he is, the Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures, Ratchet. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to click all the things, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for new videos, and follow me on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below.